Hello dear students, my name is Kaxarova Madina Baxodirovna and I am a teacher at the Department of Translations at the Bucharest State University, and today we will speak about connecting and linking words, idioms, greetings, parables and special expressions. I have a lot of words like make, do, have, take, give, keep, break, see and so on. Why? Because they are used too widely. So here you can see the sentence starters. Some we can like categorize under subcategories according to the ideas. For example, words to add an idea, words that to show the cause, words that show the contrast, and words that add emphasis. So words that add idea, we can say, for example, furthermore, in addition to, for instance, yeah, for instance, for example, as an example, additionally. And as you can see here, up to 20 like these words, special transitional words to add an idea. What are the transitional words itself? So they are the words that connect, like conjunctions, the meanings, the words, and they can start the sentences, connect two sentences, connect dependent clauses and independent clauses all together. Each has a certain idea, and you should know the translation in order to use them. You can use them in writings, like in international writings like IELTS, TOEFL, and so on, or you can use them in your speech in more official places, like in courts and so on. So the next stop is words that show cause accordingly, as a result, otherwise, since, etc. And as you notice, all of them show the cause, what have been lead to the effect. Yeah, the causes, the starters, the reasons to the effect, to the consequences. For example, subsequently, following. So one, consequently, one follows another one. Words that show contrast, the third type, and words show contrast can be comparatively distinct in comparison, and on the contrary, outside of otherwise, and so on. Or although, however, controversial. Yeah, you find out that however and controversy, they are widely and more used than other words. You can see here in comparison and in contrast. Yeah? In contrast has a different meaning than in comparison. Why are we using them in the subcategory to show the contrast? Because they have the closer meanings rather than in the other categories. The next category is words that add emphasis to their your points that have been said in the context. You know? For example, I'm speaking and I want to make a strong emphasis on my concept or idea. I can use admittedly, above all, as a rule, as usual, no doubt, undoubtedly, obviously, chiefly, especially, particularly, generally speaking, ordinarily, granted. Why? Because sometimes speakers or interlocutors they need to emphasize the speech or some patterns or fragments of the speech in order to show the importance of that one to their speakers. So in the next slide you can see consequences. So we have several parts and subcategories up here. We can divide the linking words according to the notions meaning or label. Let's say consequence. As a result, thus, so, therefore, eventually can serve as a consequences. So in order to show one event's consequences in your speech, you can use them. For example, as a result of yesterday's crash, I have lost my phone. Yeah? Yesterday's crash has led to the consequence that I have no phone right now. The next one is contrast, a little bit, but yet worthwhile. They show us contrast. Some is stronger, some are formal, some are informal, and so on. The next one is adding ideas. We can add more ideas with the help of the linking words more or besides addition. So most of them they come in the beginning of the sentence. Most of them at the middle. Opinions. In my opinion, as far as I concern to my mind. It seems to me that so all concession in order to express our concession, even though, but for despite, apart from, although the purpose, what I want to say, my purpose of my speech can be expressed by to, so as to, in order to, and so on. While I want to say or explain something to my speaker or interlocutor, we can use as, since, insofar, because, the reason why, and I justify the reason later. Condition. In order to show the condition, and I should use linking words like as long as, unless, if, provided that, the. In order to give the choice or expression of the choice, I can use or, whatever, whoever, neither no or neither no. Yeah, neither no and either or, they can be coordinating conjunctions too. And or also coordinating conjunctions, yeah? Some are simple, some are really complicated. We can use the linking words according to their meaning, as you can see. Other ways to say on the other hand. For example, the contrast linking word on the other hand has several meanings or several synonyms, let's say. If I want to exchange the word on the other hand in my topic or in my context, I can use however, otherwise, on the flip side, alternatively. In any case, that said, that being said, nonetheless, nevertheless, having said that, all the same, at any rate, on the contrary, whereas, then again, and in contrast. So there are a lot of words, meaning words that can constitute the on the other hand, or we can reuse or exchange that words, meaning words with on the other hand. Why? Because English is really rich in synonyms. It's really rich language. So whenever you know more words or linking words, your reach will be improved a lot, and it shows your great proficiency, native-like speech, and so on. And it is really levels up your esteem. Next one, or can give you a lot of points in the IELTS. Other ways to say because. So instead of because, or I have to write because in several places in my writing, I can use instead of because, due to, having to, for, since, on account of, as a result of, in the light of something, by virtue of something. As you notice, so we heard about for and since, yeah, instead of the because. In some contexts, when we read the literature, special fiction books, and so on, or manuals or textbooks and grammar books, but to use on account of, as a result of, in the light of something, by virtue of something, are rare. Especially the last two one, we can use it can sound really effectively. It makes you more sound in English. In light of your good record, we have decided to overlook this offense, for example, because of your good record, it should be, yeah? And we exchange it because, replace it within a line of your good record. By virtue of something, let me give you an instance. I got this house by virtue of my job. I should say, I got this house because I worked a lot of, yeah? Instead of this, I use it by virtue of my job. As you see, we use it nouns after that. So next one is useful items for a happy new year. Yeah, it's called like this, a slide, but we learn two other items that follow. This one, the first one is to turn over a new leaf. It means to make a fresh start, to improve one's behavior. For example, let's make sentence. Jake has turned over a new leaf. He's moved out of parents' house and has just found a job. It made a sense that he made a fresh start, he started a fresh life, and he started to change his behavior, and he had a lot of changes in his mind and outlook, in cosmopolitan outlook, and so on. The next one is a clean slate. It means an opportunity to start fresh despite past mistakes. For example, Anne is going to a new school in January. She is looking forward to starting with a clean slate. It means like she wanted to start his her life with really clean like page. We say in Uzbek like we started from the clean page. Yeah, it is a clean slate in English, so we can easily understand it because it's really close. The notions. Next slide shows us Christmas idioms. So they have a lot of idioms. Idioms like you can as a translation like when we teach the translation courses, we teach the students that no one can 100% replace the idioms word by word. So we should find the best matching idiom according to the meaning in Uzbek with English, and then so we can easily understand the meaning, what kind of meaning it's conveying. Good things come in small packages. First idiom. It means small packages often have the best gifts inside. For example, don't look outside of the package. Even if it's large, it can be cheaper inside, or it can be unwanted presents inside. Look at the value of the gift. It was saying, yeah. Joe handed Angela a gift wrapped diamond ring and said, "Good things come in small packages," and it has a slightly different meaning, like not only for gifts, but for really the words events that happens in the life with some people, for example, suddenly, yeah, unexpected things, for example, unexpected joyful happiness. So people you can use instead of those situations. For example, if I see my female friend, Awaiya, and she has already get married. She has a baby, and I say, oh, but things come in small packages. So and she never waited to get married so soon, and she has already married and has a baby. So it means something that you don't understand. It turns out to be a big happy life. Trim the tree to put ornaments on the Christmas tree. So it means like it's not actually trimming in English means cutting. It's not like actually cutting the tree, but it's like decorating it. Yeah. Please come over the Sunday, and we're going on to trim the tree and drink eggnog. Christmas comes but once a year. The next idiom. It means since Christmas only happens one day a year, it's a special day, and we should be especially generous and indulgent. It belongs to, we can copy out the meaning out of here, and we can use for our national holidays. For example, we can use it during Eid too. But when we say Christmas here, we meant Eid, not Christmas. Christmas comes but once a year, so let the children stay up to date to watch Frosty and Snow, because Christmas comes only once in a year. So let children enjoy their holiday. It means, yeah. So you can see several different idioms that call it mother idioms. The first one is a mama's boy, a man who allows his mother to have too much influence on him. We call it маленький сыночек in Russian. At your mother's name, if you learn to do something when you were a young child, like you carve the knowledge from the early childhood, everyone and his mother, it means use it to express a large number or majority of people. A mother hand, a person who looks out for the welfare of others, especially of an projective degrees, like mother, like daughter. Daughters tend to do what their mothers did before them. Even we have such kind of proverbs and sayings and idioms in Uzbek too. For example, ormaning takga orman shadi. It's the equal translation in Uzbek. It means that whatever the parents are, the children can be the same. Yeah? The mother of all, a large collection of particular type of thing. Mother nature, the force that control the nature world. For example, if I saw a huge voltage lightning, I say, oh, it's a mother nature. It means it's a natural world. It's something that God created. It's not human controlled thing. It's something really extremely powerful and so on. It belongs to the nature. It has a lot of underneath meanings beyond these idioms. A face on the molecular level, a very ugly face. For example, if one person has a very ugly face, um, uh, you know that all mothers, they love their children, and it looks like someone wants to say, even if you are ugly, your mom loves. It means the moms and mothers, they love whatever we are. We are beautiful, we are ugly, we are pure, we are rich, and so on. It doesn't matter for mothers. They care all about us, but not all the people, yeah? They cannot be like moms. Excellent mother, a pregnant woman, a tiger mother, strict and demanding mother, mastercraft skills related to care of children, and so on. So here, I enlisted a lot of idioms that you can find after my video lesson, and I will send you a PPT version too. You can stop the video and record them on your notebooks and make a lot of dialogues with them. Whenever you practice language, you learn them by heart. Whenever you just copy and keep it, you cannot learn it, and it will not get reinforced in your mind. So you should make using them a text until the next lesson, so you can read them yourself. Here you can see idioms about transport. They have special idioms, but they categorize it for us in order to speak and in order to understand well, better and faster. For example, look at this. Train has left the station. The process is already underway. It means criticize the paint job on the Titanic. To obsess over small flaws and mischievous ones. Send wine, knock something into the ear. Rock the boat, cause a destruction in a group. It's like looks like the transportation idioms, yeah, but the meaning is really belonging to the people. On with the road, the chamber problem, small setback is again about the people's issues. Carry calls to Newcastle, supply something that is unneeded, drive a hard bargain to arrange transactions so that it benefits myself. Pip's will, a superfluous person and fly high, the very successful specialty verb. As you know, so it's not about the transportation, it's all about the people, yeah? They really resembled all of these actions to the peoples, and they create such kind of really interesting and memorable idioms. They're really fun to learn. Next slide. Here we can see idioms. For example, the most famous one is "it gets my gut." It means it makes me angry. A couch potato, a lazy person who spends his spare time in front of the TV. So when you speak with foreigners in English or with a native speaker who has an authentic speech in English, you can hear such kind of idioms really much. Like they use it really frequently. Cool as a cucumber, it means a person who is able to remain calm is as cool as a cucumber. Smoother than molasses. Molasses is syrupy liquid that pours slowly. It's like it uh, goes as a liquid very, very slowly. And the action and functions, as you see, a lot of functions that animals and things have, they recopy and resemble to the people's actions. It's really effective to learn language, to speak about it, to memorize. I really like them. And when you use idioms, they will be you will have a lot of interesting speech. Next one is piece of cake. It means a task is easy. Walk on eggs or walking on eggs. Like it's a mention set someone in a full mood. Big cheese it refers to legal balls, not as a fruit case. This is used from harmless silliness to someone who needs professional help. And the last one is you will make a lot of sentences at home and make text and bring it to our next lesson. And I will help you to discuss them, their meaning, and we will reveal all of the discussions with you. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.